Today on Chris Dyer's Creative Friends.
Why would anyone do this? And it's like, who would want a giant Nintendo game in their house? It makes absolutely no sense. That's how you get KFC hot tubs. So this is Dopamine Decor. Like everywhere you look, you're getting a little splash of dopamine. So like bright colors, fun things, nostalgic stuff. You make your house maximalist. I don't think it's cut out for everyone, to be honest. I'm seeing a lot of people that are artists and they're struggling so hard, and it's like, that's not bringing you joy, don't do it. Money and art, in my mind, should just not be mixed because it ruins the art. But if you're able to do the art and the money is part of it, and it's a good flow, boom, you got it figured out. But don't force it to where I have to make money on this, otherwise, there's no point making it. It's like, ew, don't make it then.
This episode is brought to you by YAK SNACKS. I really enjoy these premium munchable psilocybin mushroom gummies, which are both delicious but also activate my brain with these microdoses to help me just get more connected to the other dimension beyond. YAK SNACKS, helping others snack. All right, Gwak, thank you so much for having me at your beautiful place.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for coming by.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Tell me what you have built out here in Sarasota, Florida.
Not much. No, honestly, I've been kind of quiet here, but been building my own little compound. So built a warehouse, this Airbnb that we're in right now. I didn't build the Airbnb, but I've, made it into what it is.
Yeah. What do you call it? The Vibes?
The Vibe Villa. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you can see it on camera, but yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Totally. Yeah. So what do you got in your villa? You got your personal home with your personal art and collections.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so boombox collecting. So that had to come into the space. So yeah, we got, first thing you see when you walk in is the boombox collection. Yeah, and then just a refrigerator, so.
A refrigerator,
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what else you got here collecting in your...
Inside
you collected some cars?
Oh, on our compound, yeah. So
Tell me everything you've been doing here, man.
Oh my
gosh.
It's cool.
Yeah, thank you. I like it. I'm very impressed.
Yeah,
you seem like a guy who's having a lot of fun, and that's why I was like, hey, let's drive down to Sarasota, 45 minutes from where I live, and
we're close by.
Check out the Gwak world.
Yeah, thank you, man. I'm honored to have you here. It's exciting. Yeah, I'm a car collector. I got some classic lowriders out there, and I'm always cycling through something fun that's, I have ADHD, so whatever is shiny and reflective, I'm going to navigate to that and so I'm on board with it. And I got crazy carts, which are like those little drifter carts.
I've never seen such a thing.
Yeah, they're fun.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Can you play the clip of you falling out of it?
Oh, did you film that?
Did we get that on camera?
I don't know.
Oh, man. Dang. All right, we'll reenact it.
Oh, it's okay. You can film my little scar on my knee.
He took a nasty fall.
Well, I don't know how to drive. And give me something that just goes 360 out of nowhere, and I'm going to be like shooting out.
Yeah, you did good, though. You did good. You picked it up. And the segueing, like, you picked that up immediately.
Oh, that was very interesting. Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally different. It's almost like the skiing to snowboarding.
Oh, okay, yeah. That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
It's being a skateboarder, you picked it up quick. Yeah.
So you made this Airbnb in the style of your art, or decorated by you, I suppose?
Yeah, I didn't have a direction. I would have a Saturday that's open, and I had a bunch of different colored paint. I'm like, I'm just gonna start painting. And then I saw this fabric for the refrigerator. It was on sale at the place. I'm like, oh, that'd be kind of funny to wrap the refrigerator. And you keep doing stuff until it's just nonsense. It's just
And you got a Taco Bell bathroom.
Yep.
Which is so fitting.
It's perfect, right? Yeah. I mean, I bought that sign off a marketplace for $100. And I was like, it has to go in the bathroom. And it fit perfect. The Pepsi machine was on the property. It was like sitting in the weeds. So I like disassembled it, took the whole door off, gutted the interior of the door, and then put all new lighting and everything and wired it up to where it actually is, you push buttons and it turns on and off. And It fits perfectly in the bathroom, yeah.
It was great. I was like, going to the bathroom and, I don't like to do my morning deposits and have everyone hear me, but you press a button and all of a sudden you got...
I didn't even know you were dropping stuff, so it's great.
Yeah, because Rick Ashley is singing for me.
You'll never give it up, yeah.
Yeah, no, and it's going to be stuck in my head all day, all the way back home.
I kind of hate the song now because it's just, I hear it all the time.
Well, you've done it to yourself.
It's self-inflicted, yeah.
You got this wall of boombox. You got a lot of cash.
Yeah, it's not real, so don't think you can break in and get rich. It's not real money.
I hope nobody does that.
A lot of people think it is real. They're like, you just leave real money out? I'm like, no, it's clearly I'm not that rich. Holy crap.
You got a KFC hot tub?
Mm-hmm, yeah. I was like, if you're going to put a hot tub, like do something unique and cool. It has to fit this vibe. So yeah, the big KFC bucket.
And your friend Jairo painted some murals on the property?
Yeah. Jairo Vega and I were really, really tight. And
nice.
He came by. Anytime he comes over, he's like, he just grabs paint and starts painting.
He's so talented.
That's just what he does. Yeah, he's so talented. Yeah.
How long have you known him?
Probably 15 to 20 years. Yeah, I've been best friends for a while now. Yeah.
So did he inspire you? I know you're a newer artist. Did he inspire you to be an artist at all? Or you saw what he was doing and be like, maybe I could be an artist? Or how did it all start that you became an artist?
Yeah,
what's the story?
He's the sole reason why I started art in the first place. He kept hounding me over and over. He would see all the crafty things I would be building. And, I had a shop to build like projects and stuff, like a mailbox or something, just random things. Always had tools. So he's like, why don't you start doing art? And so I just made a spray can to shut him up. But I made it large and I really enjoyed it. So I made another one, and then I made a miniature shipping container, and I just trying to figure out the direction of art where I wanted to go. And I kind of landed on large. I didn't want to shrink stuff. I wanted to blow stuff up. So went larger. So I go 10 times the size, by the way. So when you look at
that's a rule?
Yeah, when you look at my stuff, if you were to scale up whatever that thing is 10 times, that's typically what I'm building. Yeah, so the KFC bucket's 10 times the size.
Why 10 times? That's just what you decide for yourself? Or is it like a rule that means something? Or
I read a book called the 10X Rule, and it's about just whatever you do 10 times bigger. So if you're trying to get sales at a company, get 10 times the amount of sales, like push for 10 times. So if I'm going to make art, make it 10 times bigger than I'm going to make it. So that was the starting point, and it just stuck, and it's worked out. So, you want this is probably a 4-foot tall can. So materials are relatively easy to find, but if I went 20 times, it's like, now you got an 8-foot tall can. It's a lot harder to make. But
So the proportion of 10 is something manageable.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's a jumping off point. Like I might do 12 times or 8 times, but 10 is usually more than likely I do 10 times the size.
If money and materials wasn't a factor, would you go super duper huge, or is that something where you're like, I don't even know where I would put that?
If money, with that question, there's a handful of pieces I would go massive and do like a festival type of artwork, big music festivals or Burning Man. I would want to make something huge. Like I've always wanted to do a boombox trailer that's a DJ booth, and
I saw one at Burning Man when I went ages ago. And it was like an art car / boombox, and the cassette would open, and that's where the DJ was.
How cool is that? Yeah, that's a bucket list for sure. Yep.
That sounds so expensive though, but like
it would be.
So dope if you can pull it off. What things have you done in large scale? And what's some of your favorites?
Did giant tech deck, which is basically just a skateboard. I have a few more of those coming out. The first one sold, but I have a few more coming out. Rock'em Sock'em Robot, spray cans, Big League Chew, cigarette packs, a bunch of nostalgic stuff, giant SpongeBob ice creams. It's so weird, like you're asking me, I'm like, I don't even know what I did. Lollipops.
The Nintendo Zapper is something that I saw in Miami, and I collect them too.
Oh, do you?
Okay,
cool.
I got both the red and the gray.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is dope. You should do a Game Boy if you haven't done one yet.
Thought about it. It's written down as like potential pieces to make. I wouldn't mind.
But you're in the middle of making a Nintendo 64 cartridge, right?
Yeah, a customer requested that, so making them one of those, yeah.
So these are specifically for nostalgic toys and objects from your youth, or what's the parameters of what you create?
So last year was nostalgic, because that was kind of my launching out year, my trying to get traction. So I figured the fastest way to connect with people is nostalgic. Plus, our generation had such a cool youth, like just the consumerism of children. When we were kids, we had the coolest toys, so it's really easy to replicate that. So last year was very intentional. I did nostalgic everything, and then this year I'm doing a little bit more adult things, trying to not steer away from nostalgic, but I don't want to get held into where I'm only a nostalgic artist. So I'm trying to do very adult things like cigarette packs and that kind of stuff. Yeah. Okay. Tattoo machines.
I would ask you what else, but I don't want you to give away all your ideas.
There's a lot of ideas. Yeah, it's never ending. Yeah.
What else is an object that you're like imagining, but you're not even quite sure how to pull it off, or you already know how you would pull it off as soon as you see a box of, say, like a crumpled up cigarette pack behind you. I got no clue how you would do that.
Yeah, that's how it is with almost every piece. And that's what I like about my style of art, is I have to figure it out how I'm going to even do it. I happen to know how to make that because I made the giant juice boxes. Same concept, but just, different finish, essentially.
So what is it, cardboard?
This one is cardboard. It's mixed media, quite a bit of different things involved to make it. It sounds like it's a really simple thing, but it took me a lot of tries to get it perfect. Like the juice boxes, I've made probably 20 of them before I got the first one like dialed in perfect. And I destroy any of my prototypes because I don't want people to have prototypes. And yeah, it's...
And you scan, say, like a Nintendo cassette or the wrapper of the juice box, you scan them and then you print them big, or how do you make the art so big and accurate?
Yeah, it's got to be graphic design and vectored and blown up. Yeah.
Oh, wow. So you got to like recreate the whole artwork.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah.
So Illustrator skills?
No, that's the one thing I'm not good at, is doing graphic design. So I'll have to sit with a graphic designer and we just hammer it out depending on what the project is and who's available to work on it. Yeah.
I see a lot of the things you're doing is woodworking. You showed us your beautiful studio.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
You were working renovations before, and that taught you how to build a giant Nintendo 64 cartridge.
Pretty much. I mean, it's when you're working with construction materials, like it kind of all translates into, if you're a construction worker, you can probably be an artist. Like realistically, you just got to come up with the concept, and I can almost guarantee you a construction worker can make a zapper gun. Almost, they'll figure it out, but you just got to take that leap. 100%, I'm fully confident.
Sounds like every construction worker then must be great mathematician, because when you tell me like, oh, it's just multiplied by 10, I'm like, that sounds very easy and like my table of 10 thing, but I guess so. So like a shoe, say you do a Giants Vans shoe, but there's lots of curves. How do I even measure this, and how do I blow it up? I don't know. It's so not my game that I see and it's like, wow, this is interesting, but like how...
Tape measures and calipers,
I like that you're not just grabbing something, 3D scanning it, and then 3D printing it, and voila. Because that's what most people would do. You're actually like taking measure tape and cutting the wood, and you know, and some things are 3D printed, right?
Very few. There's only if it's something that's very complex that would take months of sculpting, but I could print it and have it designed and printed in a matter of hours. It's like, I might lean towards.
Like the Nintendo logo that you had on that cartridge.
That might be 3D printed. So some very limited things will be 3D printed, but everything else, I prefer to sculpt it. And no hate on the 3D print community. I mean, like, I have such a high respect what they do. I can't do what they do, so I have a huge respect for them, but...
No, to each their own.
Exactly,
but I think you're doing it the hard way and
unfortunately,
the real manos en la masa way, where you're using your hands to create something, and you're probably cutting yourself, and you know, I don't know what. I'm not a carpenter, so I don't know if you get blisters or, you know.
It's pretty calloused at this point. Yeah, it's. I got a glove on both hands that are just thick skin. Yeah.
Tell me about the studio that you got going there. It seems like it's something that you've been evolving and expanding. How did it start? Once again, how long have you been doing these sculptures?
Probably close to 2 years now.
So you're pretty new. You started late as an artist.
Oh, yeah.
How does that feel? Starting art in your late 30s.
I wish I did it sooner. I mean, it's such a good outlet. I'm glad I did it when I did, though, because I probably would have try to go in a direction I wouldn't have want to go in, and I don't know, everything just worked out perfectly the way it did, but I don't know what your question was.
I'm making too many questions at the same time. I guess right now I'd like to hear more about how a person who's in its late 30s makes a decision, fuck it, I'm gonna quit my normal well-paying job to do this weird artsy thing where I'm gonna blow up cigarette packs and try to sell it to people. Like, most people would be like, the idea in itself sounds crazy, but the idea that I'm gonna leave my normal cushy job to throw myself in the wind and be an artist in my late 30s is something that most people wouldn't do. But I encourage everybody to do it. So I think your story is inspiring.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Well, backstory, I almost died about 2 years ago. I started doing artwork, and then one day I just woke up really sick, and it was like a head cold, and then that was a week of head colds, and then the following week was just nausea, and I just felt like garbage for a whole week. And then the week after that, I was so dizzy and dehydrated, and I couldn't stand up, and I was passing out. And then a week after that, I started having seizures. And so I'm going to the doctors this whole time, and they're like, we don't have no idea what's going on with you. This is really bizarre. And I went to a neurologist? Yeah, one of those guys.
Brain doctor.
Yeah, I went to a brain doctor. That's a better way of putting it. And they're like, yeah, you're having like these brain seizures. They called them something else. I forget what it was, but basically they're brain seizures that are just, I'm here, we're talking, and then all of a sudden I freeze, and I just kind of I can't control my body, and I just go into this like frozen, my hands would be stuck.
You glitch out.
I was glitching. That's perfect analogy. Yeah, I was glitching out. And after a couple minutes, it would go away. But I was sitting in bed, and I'm like, I think I'm dying. Like, I really feel like my body just hurts so bad everywhere.
Oh, no.
And so I kind of was, I've always been a hard worker. Like, I've had my own company. I've worked for people. I'm a hustler. I push, entrepreneur, push like crazy. And I was kind of realizing, like, man, I totally wasted my life. Like, I've made other people so much money. I've been working for the wrong reasons, trying to build wealth instead of trying to build happiness. And at that time, I was just breaking into artwork. It was like when I was literally dying. And then I stopped eating, and I literally was just rotting away, because if I ate, I would vomit it up. So I just stopped eating. And after 2 weeks of literally no food at all, it just went away completely. Instantly healed. I didn't know what it was.
That's what a good fast will do for you.
Literally. So I talked to a guy that had the same symptoms about a year ago. And he's like, yeah, you had neuropoisoning. So when you're using resin, so this is if you're an artist and you're listening to this, neuropoisoning is from resin. You can get resin poisoning. Resin is such a dangerous poison that we don't even know about. And it won't affect you, but it'll affect me. And it might affect 5 people down the road. It's weird how some people are so drastic, and it will kill you. I was mixing resins, making a spray cap, and I was using deep pore resin, which is like a very, very toxic resin, and it just it gave me, it like poisoned me.
Wow.
The only way to get rid of it is if you fast and you stop eating, and it takes about 2 weeks for that to detox all of it out.
Wow.
Yeah, and like my tongue was yellow, and I was sweating like this weird smell.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, just like weird. My poop was green.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, like it's weird. Like, but brain controls your entire system, right? So
yeah,
my brain was poisoned. So my whole body was just doing these crazy. My legs would start kicking randomly, and
oh man,
weird,
what a scary situation to lose the control of your own body.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, I was like literally fearful, laying in bed, like, yeah, I'm genuinely dying. I'm so thankful for that because it gave me such a different perspective of like, you know, in Dumb and Dumber, it's like, yeah, I don't want to work unless it's 40 hours a week. Like who wants that? I get that now. I'm like, I don't want to work for someone for 40 hours a week. I'd rather go, like, I'll give you bare minimum because I'm focused on my life now. And like, I'm going to make my life happy. And if no money is involved with that, that's fine. I'd rather be completely broke and super happy and in control of my life versus making someone a ton of money and then I don't have time to go jet skiing because, you know, I got to work for the man.
Yeah.
You know, you go on Marketplace and you see hot rods and jet skis and just cool things. And they always say like, love it, just don't have time for it anymore. They don't have time because they're working. That's such bull crap. They bought that jet ski because I wanted to have fun. No, like I'm totally restructuring my life to where.
Paulina's telling me don't open that.
He's doing he's like this right here, like right next to the mic.
Go ahead.
Let's take a moment to our sponsor.
Hi, it's your artist friend Chris Dyer, and I'm here to encourage you to tap into the mountain's ancient medicine with the #1 shilajit distributor in North America. VIBEMEDX shilajit delivers 84 plus essential minerals and fulvic acid to ignite energy, sharpen clarity, and nourish your vitality. It's ethically harvested and scalar frequency infused for your highest resonance. Whether you choose the resin, tablets, or powder, VIBEMEDX shilajit is a sacred key merging ancestral Ayurvedic wisdom with modern precision to awaken your inner light and expand your whole experience of being. Salud! Candies.
Yeah.
But yeah, you were saying you didn't want to waste your life away. And facing death, you're like, I want my life to be fun. I want to work for myself.
Yeah.
I want to create beauty. You had already started your journey of art. Art almost killed you in a way.
I was just tipping my toe into the art pool.
Just for the sake of creation. It wasn't a career yet.
Yeah, I mean, it was literally, I think, one of my first art pieces. It was a spray can. It was literally one of my first art pieces, and it almost killed me. You don't read labels. I'm a guy, I don't read labels. Yeah, it almost killed me. And
oh my God.
But I'm so thankful for it because it really did shape my art career. And the reality is you're going to figure it out. Like you need to pay your rent. You're going to figure it out. Like I'm an entrepreneur. I will make that rent payment. I will figure it out. So just pursue art. Now I still kept my job because I love the company I work for. I love the boss, everything about it. They pay me well. So I still work, not full time, but I've cut my hours back to where I'm doing art majority of the week. And then, you know, the work pays for everything.
Which I think is a fine balance. And as we were talking earlier during breakfast, I was saying a lot of people who are jumping in to be an artist, like, okay, I'm an artist now. I'm going to quit my job and just do art, which I think is really valiant. And I did that. And a lot of people do that. And it's like swim or sink.
Yeah.
You know, and you got to
figure it out.
But having that 2 or 3 days of normal work that pays for most of your bills, you know, half the week, relieves so much stress from the art making because you're like, you know what, I'm doing this for fun, and may I succeed or not, I'm still going to do it for fun.
It's not about money for me. It's about the art,
Doesn't squeeze away the fun of making the art.
Correct,
and sometimes when art becomes your money maker, you almost sacrifice the kind of art you want to make because it's like, well, is somebody really going to buy a KFC hot tub this month? I don't know. I really don't know.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Let's be real. Yeah.
And tell me, how was it making these giant spray cans and objects? how do you get it out there and be like, does somebody want to buy a giant this or that? Like, how is that process? It's so alien for me because I make paintings, and paintings in the mind of art buyers like, oh, you put it on the wall and you look at it.
Yeah.
While a crunched up juice box, it's a particular client that wants that.
Very. I don't know. I have no idea, man. I just make art because I want to make it, and if someone wants to buy it, that's cool. But the purpose of me making it isn't for profit. I've tried to go in that direction of like, okay, I'll figure out how to make a specific spray can as cheap as I can, but still give out an incredible product, and then I'll be able to sell it for a very reasonable price. Doesn't sell. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna. I don't think I'll ever make art for profit unless it's commission. But mass production of just I'm gonna do this to just grab money. It's not for me. I'm not a big fan of it. At least currently, I'd rather. I mean, it would be great to have money, but yeah, I know I'm a weird one, dude. I'm doing things because I want to do them. It's because I almost died. It's the working for the man and working for myself. I'm still working for that guy versus creating. I'm creating because I want to.
Maybe that is weird compared to what is quote unquote normal for artists. Like, oh, I do art to sell it. But for me, that is weird. I don't make art so I can have a product to sell. Sure, selling it makes it that I can afford the time to make more art, and that's what I ultimately want to do. But I only do art because I ultimately want to do art, and the selling it is like a secondary thing that I could do or not, depending. Or you do a normal job, or you do a secondary art offering, maybe a brand or products or murals or something else. And it seems like you have figured out the way to do your art uncompromised from sales. Yeah. And that's very liberating.
It sucks.
Why is that?
Well, because it's so expensive to create this art. Like all the pieces you've seen, materials are just so expensive, the time going into it. So when I have our savings and it's just tremendously at such a fast rate, diving, it's scary because at a certain point it's gonna be like, all right, well, I can't do this anymore because I literally go broke over it. But for right now, we're taking a risk on myself, and I'm sending it to see if it sticks. So,
but you're investing into it.
I think so.
Like, I mean, you creating these things is a proof that you can make them. Then you need the time to shop them around, do some shows, let people see it, and then you'll find the clientele, which I imagine is very specific.
It is.
Like, what is the clientele of people who want giant pop objects, may it be nostalgic or current? Like what? Like ballers that wanna...
YouTubers, people from 30 to like 50. That's usually...
I imagine they have more money than the 20-year-olds.
Yeah. And over 50, it's like, I definitely get sales for people over 50, but it's few and far between. It's mainly 30 to 50-year-olds.
I imagine you might do well at Comic-Cons. Have you ever tried to get a booth out at Comic-Con?
Funny you say that. I just was talking to an artist last week. An artist came to visit, and he was like, you should do that, and told me a little bit about it. And I'm like, you know what? Screw it. Let's do it. And so I think it's hard to get a booth, but my goal is to get a booth at a MegaCon or some sort of Comic-Con this year is my goal.
Yeah. The San Diego one is the big one, as you may know.
Oh, is it? Okay.
That for Comic-Con, San Diego one in June is the king of the Comic-Cons.
Have you gone?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's so big that going from one side to the other side will give you blisters on your feet. But there are so many people from all around the world, and they're all buying. I went there, and these last few years have been broke times for a lot of people. Selling art's not a priority. Yeah. But you go to Comic-Con, and it's like, the years of the fat cows. People are buying these $50 action figures, and the next pop, and the old school Spider-Man comic book. And,
interesting.
You got giant juice boxes with Slimer. Oh, I'm specifically a collector of anything Slimer. And you got the giant juice box.
Interesting.
And here, I'll pay a couple of G's for this thing. I don't know what your prices are like, but But
Juice boxes are 500, by the way.
okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. What's your price range like? I don't know. Like talking about money is kind of not very polite, but it gives you.
I'm an open book. Yeah.
Yeah. Give me a general idea of how
Sure.
much your sculptures go for. Like
Yeah, so juice boxes, those are 500. I think the cigarette boxes are 1,200 because they're very hard to make. The spray cans range from $1,500 to $10,000 because there's a rug one. I don't know if did you see the rug one that we made?
The one for the cat tower?
No,
the rug one. Yeah. It was at a
Miami.
show that
Yeah.
that we were together in Tampa.
Yeah.
And that's like felt. Did you felt it yourself?
So yeah, I did it. That's a collaboration with her name's the Rug Dealer up in Nashville. I traveled up there. We collaborated on that, and then we did an art show at the end of it. Super dope artist. Like
Nice.
she makes rugs, but into sculptures. And I was like, so I hit her up. I was like, hey, I do sculptures. Why don't we like collab? And she's like, let's do it. So got to meet her. Super cool person. Yeah, I'm from $30 action figure that I've created up to $10,000. That's like my price range, but nothing over 10,000. I don't think.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Sounds super fun. So
it's fun.
I was asking you before about your studio. Seems like you started in a container, and
Yeah.
then you had a little thing, and then you bought yourself. Is that like that studio back that's like a kit that you buy and you build that, or you have somebody build it for you?
Yeah, it's just a metal warehouse that they can throw it up in 2 days, the entire thing, and we've done real estate. My wife and I, we started when we were fresh out of high school, saved up money and bought a house. So we've always been doing real estate. So luckily, we realized building warehouses adds an intense amount of money to when you sell it. So we're like, every house, build a warehouse. So I know the process of building a warehouse. So
That's great.
Yeah, how to build
and they're
them.
not that expensive when you buy a kit?
no, they're like under $30,000 to build a warehouse for the kit. Yeah. Yeah.
And then you just build the walls and the insulation, and
Yeah.
then you break up the studios, and then you'll have your workshop, but then your gallery. And
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah,
Like, what's
it's
the
coming.
importance of having a big creation station to express yourself and have your friends come over and paint murals?
It's
and,
everything, man.
You know,
yeah.
bringing in a client and be like, this is what I can do.
Yeah. You got it. That's the goal, man. It's a long time to get to where we're at currently, but it's not even close to where I'm trying to be. You're coming in at a halfway mark.
Yeah.
I think is where you're.
Great. So you're like dreaming up big potentials for what
Yeah.
you're doing.
It's like the fantasy factory, but without the drama.
Yeah. No, I like what you're doing, and that's why I wanted to come here and capture it. I was like, wow, here's a guy who's doing something very interesting, unique, different,
Thanks, man.
and he's
Yeah.
building up his little playground as, as
Yeah.
Pauline and I are doing. So, you know, we're like, oh, why don't you got his little playground
Yeah, it's fun.
situation.
Yeah.
You got some spray paint walls in the back, and you got the
Some practice walls. Yeah.
yeah, you got all these. What you still need is a skate ramp, though.
I'm thinking about doing it. Should I?
Well, do you skate? used
It's
to,
probably
right?
been 25 years since I've dropped in on a pipe, but I'm sure
Yeah.
I'd pick it up pretty quick.
Well, you're not even in your 40s yet, so
Yeah.
your body, you can do it.
I can snap some stuff and still bounce back quick.
I think so. I'm
Okay.
still skating, and I'm not good or anything, but I have fun. What I like about it is that it's exercise, but I'm enjoying myself.
Yeah.
You got a whole gym situation up there, but
yeah.
I used to go to the gym, and you're running, and
Yeah.
that's it. Well, with skateboarding, it's like, oh, let's see if I can get this trick.
Yeah.
And some days you get it, some days I don't get it.
Yeah.
Some days it rains on me, like a couple days ago, and I don't even get anything. But you know, other days you do.
Right.
You know, we're kids. We're playing here.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be another way for you to play. But tell me the importance of keeping the heart of the child, because that's what I'm seeing you doing here. You're expressing yourself
glad
as
you
if
see
you're
that,
like
yeah.
a 10-year-old that gained the powers of an adult, and here you are, you know, adulting but playing as a kid. What's the
Yeah.
importance of this combination that you're doing?
I think it's just a big example of childhood trauma. no. It's just-
I lost my childhood, so I'm
Yeah,
trying
it's just-
to create
yeah.
a little.
I just do what I want to do. And I think a lot of that has to do with being a kid. Like, I've had more fun as a kid than I did as an adult. So just keep doing kid stuff. I don't know. It's a hard question to answer because I don't even know.
You just do it because you do it. You're
I'm
not
just
doing...
being the way that I truly want to be. And that's, I guess, very childish. And I don't take anything serious. Like,
Well, I think it's childlike. I think there's a difference between childlike, where you're like a
That's
kid,
fair.
but childish is more like, me, I don't want to do this kind of vibes, you know?
Yeah. Heels in the sand. No, I'm not like that, but yeah, I guess childlike. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
Are you avoiding being an adult somehow?
Possibly. Yeah, there's and then maybe there is childhood trauma. Like maybe we're uncovering something. I don't know.
Or maybe your childhood was just so dope
It was so sick.
that why do we have to stop playing? Who said that being an adult has to be this boring thing that we're not enjoying anymore?
Why are we selling out to pay taxes?
Yeah, no, it's like,
Come on,
well,
man.
taxes never made any sense to me, unless if we're living in some feudal castle-like, old school medieval, topsy-turvy reality where some people took the power and everybody's got to pay for them, which seems like what we're living right now, people.
Yeah.
So what are we doing about this?
Yeah.
But
Can someone do something?
yeah, no, let's hope that in our lifetime we don't have to all be slaves to the man forever, and that we would have stacks of money just lying around for us to play and create the art that we want.
That would be pretty nice.
Yeah.
I'd vote for you.
Yeah. No, I think I'd sink any country I'd ever rule or guide. So you make this art, and what's the next step? Where do you get it? I've seen shows of yours in Miami last Basel at what is the name of that
It was
gallery?
Win 317.
Okay.
Yep. Phenomenal team over there. I don't care what exhibition they have. It's worth going to. Whatever's there right now, go there right now. It's good.
Nice.
It's good. Yeah, they're great people.
Did you contact them? Did they contact you? How do you find a gallery with this kind of art that's not the usual and be like, hey, give me a show. I got this giant tech deck.
Yeah. I think Gleason. Do you know who Gleason is? Miami guy, super good, cool dude. He put them onto me, and they I think they reached out to me possibly, or I forget how it went down, but yeah,
I think I do know him. I'm just terrible with names.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Sorry, I probably shouldn't have asked you that on camera. Yeah, maybe we cut that out.
No, that's okay. Everybody is very aware. I've had guests on my show, like I had Hoxo on, and I called him his name is Doug. And I called him, Drew instead, because it was another D, and I was so embarrassed, and I was hoping Paulina would edit that part out, but she left it in.
Hell yeah!
Forever.
I love that. Good.
So watch the Huxo interview and see me fail on the first minute of the interview, embarrassing both of us because of I think that's a kind of dyslexia. He was saying that like, name dyslexia is a thing where you get everybody's names confused.
It's so hard for me. Like, so bad.
Yeah, my brain's not built for memory, and then I smoke weed every day, so that just really kind of makes
You're good then, yeah.
But anyways, it doesn't really matter. So you get these shows out, and is it easy to sell these objects that could be seen as art, but it's still, I don't want to say questionable. It's almost like I'm doubting your art. It's just different.
Yeah, no.
It's specific.
No, you're 100% on it. Why would anyone do this? And it's like, who would want a giant Nintendo game in their house? It makes absolutely no sense.
I think it's dope.
Yeah, thank you.
Like if I had enough space.
Right, yeah.
I almost, oh man.
Like in a mansion, my art would just look so cool, but that's not my market.
You know what would be fun? It's like a bed that's also like a giant Nintendo, system where you just squeeze in the thing and then you close the door and then you're in your little bed nook. It's like, it sounds more like for like a kid, but anyways, I don't know why I thought about that idea, but cool.
That's how it happens. That's how you get KFC hot tubs.
Right. And right now you're also in a museum?
Yeah, in Delray, Florida, at the Cornell Museum.
Well, that's a big deal. Like getting in museums, it's like the most prestigious thing I think artists can do.
I agree. Yeah, she actually came up and we talked, and she's like, you do realize it's a museum. You keep saying gallery, but it's a museum. I'm like, whoa. She's like, yeah, it's a big deal to be here. I'm like, thank you so much. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, it is a huge deal to be in a museum. And I still am nobody. Like I'm making oversized art, but I'm nobody. I'm just doing stuff. And to be in a museum is just so humbling. And
the whole
really,
thing of being somebody or nobody, like who is to say? I think if you're like a beautiful, shiny person that expresses himself to their best of their ability,
yeah,
you are more than a somebody. Everybody is a somebody, but you're
That's
somebody
fair.
who has something worth seeing, and that's why you ended up being invited there.
But I look at myself, I'm like a construction worker that's just doing a little fun little art project. It's literally how I feel. So when people are freaking out or like in a museum, it's like a construction worker. Like I spit on the ground and I have foul language. I have rough hands. I'm not an artist.
But that's another. But that's the thing. Who says that artists have to be these uppity art directors that get the construction people to do their art? And
I don't get that,
even get a little blister on their finger. The art world has turned into that.
I've seen it.
And
it's weird.
I'm not against people being art directors or having an idea and having other people do the actual work. You're actually doing it with your hands. I think that's more admirable because, like, same with a muralist. Muralists are out there in the sun with a mask on, with like their gloves. We're like blue collar workers. Really like working it out. And then all of a sudden they'll bring in one of my paintings into a museum. And then I go in dressing like a normal dress, and all the people who are looking at the art are looking down on me as if I'm on the picture of the shit. It's like, dude, you're here to look at my art. I'm the one who, you should look up to me, not look down on me because of who I am as a person. At the end of it doesn't really matter who I am as a person. What matters is, that we create beauty for your guys' enjoyment.
Yeah. Yeah. Never look down on anyone ever. In fact, when we were in Win 317, I forget who it was. A guy walked in. He almost looked homeless. He ended up spending like $1,000 in art that day. And I'm like, I learned in that moment, I was like, you can't look down on anyone. Like, not that I was looking down on him, but like, you wouldn't expect this guy to buy anything. And he was a huge buyer. So yeah, I don't know why people would ever look down on anyone. Like, it's crazy. Yeah.
Definitely don't judge people by its cover, but artists that are getting their hands dirty to make the art, I think should get double props, not less props.
Oh, right. Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, you're actually getting your hands dirty to create this thing, not just coming up with the idea. Both are valuable, but when you're doing both, you should get double props.
Right.
And not being like, oh, you did the art yourself? Ugh. That's some low piss and shit. Like, that's an upside down perspective of the world.
So do I need to hire someone to do the art for me and I'll blow up? You think like I'll just start making crazy money if I have someone?
Well, look at the artists who are like, I don't know the world of sculptures too much, but whenever I meet a sculpture that's big, they're probably not making their own sculptures. They're doing the sketch and then hiring other people to do the sculpts and the actual production.
Gotcha.
But same with muralists and same with painters. The painters like go up there and they're in so demand for their paintings, they're hiring their assistants to do most of the work and then they'll do their final touches.
They'll come in.
So that's what the big art world has become. Like, I doubt Jeff Koons does any of it. It's like Exit Through the Gift Shop. If you ever seen a documentary, like Mr. Brainwash.
Yes.
He didn't do any of that art, made $1 million on his first show ever just because everybody was giving him stamps of approval.
Yeah.
And that was the whole point of the movie that Banksy made. It was like making fun of how the art world didn't have artists anymore.
Yeah.
And it was all absurd and fake. And then an artist like Mr. Brainwash blows up and still he's in all these galleries. And I was like, but
he didn't do a lick of it. Yeah.
And I'm not trying to diss him or anybody around him.
Yeah, we don't want to look down on anyone.
If you like it, you like it. And all blessings to you and anyone who likes it. But
what we're saying though is the people that are physically doing the work and they're representing themselves, they get double credit. That's what we're saying. That's all we're saying.
As opposed to being like, ugh, that person's doing woodwork, that's below.
Like why look down on the artist that's actually doing it? Yeah, that is interesting. I never thought about it, but yeah, you're totally right.
What's your observations of the art world? As somebody who's just a construction worker
Yeah.
who does renovations, and now all of a sudden you're in the world of art that has all these
Man, I don't get it.
illusions in a way. It's almost like we're all doing a magic trick, both in making the art, but also in the persona of like, I'm this artist, and look
Yeah.
how I dress, and look like how I show up with my entourage, and how I mystify everybody. And everyone's like, oh wow, there's a big artist. Let's give him all the opportunities. How is it stepping into that world?
Bro, it's so weird. I've recently started going to city council, or not council, but city-related art-funded projects. I started going to these mixers, which is a bunch of artists coming together, and they mingle and they talk and stuff. I don't fit in. That is not for me. I don't get it. I don't understand the art world. I'm not pretentious, and I see this very uppity, like it's not. If that's the route that you have to go in to become an artist, not interested. I'll figure it out. I'll do my own thing. That's what I'm doing. And I'm also not making crazy money at it, but I don't really care. Again, it's not about making the money. So I don't understand how the art world works. I really don't get it. I'm just doing right now.
Great. I like what you're doing, because you're like a purist, where you're doing it for the real reasons.
I really am trying to.
And I believe in you, because I'm like, okay, here's somebody
thanks,
doing
man.
somebody something, or
I really needed that. Thank you, man.
Hell yeah.
Appreciate
No,
that.
you're doing something original, you're doing something fun. Fun is great. And I
what it's
believe
about.
that the world of the future is a world where like authenticity matters. And you being authentically yourself and doing these offerings of the heart will be more recognized as somebody who's mostly playing the art world and hanging out with rich people to make a sale. Meanwhile, their art has got nothing to say and has any originality to it.
Sure, yeah. Well, one thing I do really value in a lot of artists is they're so deep, and like they'll make something and they'll step back and they'll observe it, and it's like so deeply moving, and they're like, yeah, I was really struggling, or this is a really high point, and you could see it in my work, and like you talk to them and there's just so much emotion. None of that is in my work. I have almost zero emotion. I'm just doing it because I like it and it's fun. I just really value people that have so much connection with emotion with their art. I don't get it.
I don't know if you...
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
No?
Because you just told me that you do it for fun. For me, fun is an emotion.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Yeah.
You're doing it from the emotion of childlike fun.
Yeah.
Like, I like this. I want to do my version of it. I'm like that too. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not about copying anybody's art, but like, say a couple months ago, I was at Mike Giant's. He's a tattoo artist. He's a graffiti artist, and his art is like these very beautiful flash pages. You know, every tattoo artist has a flash page, and he does some really dope ones. And I'm not a tattoo artist. I've never done a flash page, but I'm looking at them and be like, oh man, this is so fun. I want to do a flash page now with my own elements and in my own style, with my own hand that would look totally different for what he's doing. 100%. But I like that idea, you know, and sometimes I'll do sculptures, and I've done sculptures because I see other people doing sculptures like, oh, wow, they're doing this thing. And like, you know, like another sculptor I've been hanging out with recently is my friend Anchorball, who moved into my neighborhood.
Cool.
And we met, and I picked his brain about his sculptures, and I was like, wow, that's so fun. I want to do that too. I want to play that game too.
Yeah.
So it's almost like you're playing your game, and you don't need like any deep artist statement to be like, ooh, I did that KFC hot tub because I was talking about how the poor chickens die in the oil every week, and I wanted to make a statement that humans are also chickens. And
like political things. I don't get it.
You could, but you could also be like, say, why the crumpled up cigarette pack as opposed to just a cigarette pack?
That's a great question. I don't know why I do specifically like juice boxes and the cigarette. It's like you see them crumped up in the sidewalks.
It's garbage.
I don't know. Yeah, there's something there. I don't know what it is.
You're finding beauty in garbage. and you're expanding it. Look at this beautiful piece of garbage.
I don't know what it is, but you're totally right.
But some people might think all of these boom boxes are garbage.
Yeah, they do.
Or my 80s toys or whatever we collect is garbage for others, but beauty for you. And you love it so much. Your feeling and emotion of love is so big, you want to magnify it by 10 and rub it all over your face and shit.
Maybe not that. Yeah, but...
you know it'd be fun to make a whole Halloween costume that's like a cigarette pack and you just make the holes and you got the arms on the side.
And it's just smoking. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, with a giant cigarette. What about the world of sculptures? Would you say you're a sculptor?
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah, so have you had to like dip into the world of sculptors, and is there a world of sculpting?
Oh, I'm sure there is. Maybe I'll get that invite. I don't know.
Yeah, but are you a fan of other people who do things similar to you? Like, is there like a scene or a world or something that like you? Is there like a platform that you fall into, or you're just very independent in everything you do?
Wow. Holy crap. I don't know, man. I don't know how to answer that. That's crazy.
Do you know other artists that do anything similar to you?
Yeah, there's a handful of them out there. Okay. I couldn't even tell you what their names are. I only know them from Instagram and like their handles or whatever. I would say Dopamine Decor is like a big arena that it's like a subculture. So this is Dopamine Decor. Like everywhere you look, you're getting a little splash of dopamine.
Is Dopamine Decor a person or a style of art?
A style of art.
Okay.
Yeah, it's more house art. Like
what does that mean?
Yeah, so like bright colors, fun things, nostalgic stuff. You make your house maximalist.
Oh,
so instead of
I think I'm one of those.
I would say so. Yes. So if you look up Dopamine Decor or maximalist, that is a subculture of like being a minimalist. It's like I can't talk anymore, but minimalist. There's a whole subculture of those people where they have the same style of clothing, same house, same type of cars, same dog, whatever. Maximalists or Dopamine Decor people, they're all like-minded people, and I fit so perfectly into that subculture. There's major players in that community, and that's a huge community, believe it or not.
No, I didn't know it was a community, but I think I fit into it.
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
I love...
I haven't even seen your house, but I'm sure it's very fun.
Hi, we take a quick intermission from this super awesome podcast show for me, your artist friend Chris Dyer, to tell you about Positive Creations, which is my brand I've been doing for over 20 years, where I offer a bunch of fun products for your enjoyment, like clothing for you to rock at your events and art prints for your walls. We got a new swimwear line with bikinis and board shorts, and of course we got skateboards for you to rip all over town, and we got new pashminas that came through, and we also got some rad kicks for you to use in the city. We got dresses and tank tops, and also we got some beautiful cotton t-shirts. Oh yeah, hats to crown yourself in all glory. And of course, my brand new art book. We got coloring books too for you to color and play all over my art. How about that? You like that, Jack? That's all right. So go to positivecreations.net, make sure to buy some stuff, and I give you my ultimate and eternal gratitude. Bless. Yeah, no, totally. I go to the max, to the parameters that Paulina allows me to go. She likes some breathing space, which is great. Negative spaces in a paintings make sense for other things to be,
You give her a chair. Like this is her chair spot, yeah? Doors. No, she gets doors. White doors.
Yeah. So that's that. I'm happy to learn about what do you call that? What was it, like dopamine junction?
So dopamine. Do you know what dopamine is?
It's a chemical in your brain.
Absolutely. Yeah. So things that make you really happy is just giving you dopamine. So the stuff that you put in your house, whatever makes you happy, put that in your house. So like if you love the movie the show Saved by the Bell, you might want a cutout of Kelly Kapoor in your house.
Kapowski.
Or Kaposi?
Yeah, Kelly Kapowski.
Kapowski. Okay, yeah. Kelly Kapoor. Who's Kelly Kapoor?
I don't know. She sounds hot, though.
Kelly.
From The Office.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Or Zach Mathis?
No,
this is a
Zach
throw.
Morris.
Morris. Okay. Yeah.
I do like Saved by the Bell.
Yeah.
It's got a place in my heart. I was 12 years old when
Yeah,
that came
absolutely.
out.
Yeah,
so-
same. It was like my sister was super into it, so I would watch it with her. But so having like cardboard cutouts of that in your house, that's a very weird thing to do, like as an adult.
Yeah.
But if it makes you happy, who gives a crap? Just do whatever makes you happy. That's dopamine decor.
Dopamine Decor. Okay, great.
Dopamine
That's
decor, yep.
totally what I do. And
A sticker machine behind you in your house. Why? Because it makes me happy. I don't know. Boombox wall makes me happy. I don't care.
You know what's weird? That what we do is considered weird.
Yeah.
Why can't everybody like?
Yep.
The thing is, sometimes I look at my collections and I'm like, man, am I just like a consumer, materialistic, show-off guy that's spending all his money on all this plastic, and what am I trying to achieve here? And then I look as a spiritual person, it's like, is this a fit? And he's like, no, I do it because I love.
Yeah.
I love these things from my childhood.
happy?
I'm super happy.
Boom.
I stand in front of my racks of toys and just look at it and be like, oh, that Ninja Turtle was just sculpted
just
so
dopamine.
good.
Dopamine, yeah. 100%.
I
That's
love
it.
it. Well, I never knew the term for my condition, so now.
There's no cure for it, bro. You just got to lean into it. Yeah.
Yeah, what I need is more space.
Yeah.
I need to.
That would help that.
I need to build
addiction.
a giant warehouse in the back.
Let's do it.
Just to.
I'll
but
give you all my connections. I got you.
Great.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Do you think, so you were telling me you're like mid-stage for what you'd like to build. What would be the maximum, what would be the day where you're like, aha, I've achieved it? What's some ideas you got on your brain?
I was like, I haven't even thought that big yet. It's.
It will come when it comes.
Oh yeah, it's just there's always bigger. Your question was, what's
Like what would be like ideas that you have in this process of growth? Like, do you want to buy an airplane and stash it on your lawn and you know, paint it, or like, I don't know.
I love curating spaces. So maybe Las Vegas, let's do one of those old motels and just do themed rooms, or
you should have a room in Meow Wolf, if anything.
That was my next thing. I was like, Meow Wolf, being a part of that somehow, or even just curating our own space. Yeah, I would.
Have you checked out what used to be known as the fairgrounds? Now they call it Florida Rama.
Yeah.
In St. Pete.
Yeah, I just did an exhibition there.
Okay, cool.
Several months ago.
How did it go?
Phenomenal. It's actually I think it's voted best in the Bay. The show that I was a part of was voted best in the Bay. So shout out to them.
What month was that?
I don't even remember what month it was. Yeah.
Oh, congrats. I was
thank you,
in their gallery in last November.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It was more recent than that.
Okay.
Yeah. So we probably just missed each other. Yeah. Yeah. Good people there. Yeah. It was fun being able to be a part of that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, fun. They should's a tricky word, but I think it would be quite fitting and in alignment for them to give you a room that you could be like, hey.
You think they'd do that?
Why not? Like, you make sculptures that would fit there. Since your things are all like augmented in size, it almost would be fun if it's a room, like a teenager room, and there's all these objects and even a giant bed, and you're just like a little ant in it, and you feel like you're being shrunken, and you're the problem, not the things.
Absolutely.
You're that's not the right size.
You got it. Yeah. Yeah. My sister's been talking about, I need to do an old Pizza Hut. So you remember like the chairs, the booths that we'd sit in? Make one not life size, but make one giant to where when you're sitting in it, you're like a little kid, and the pizza is, huge, and the chandelier, remember the Pizza Hut chandelier? It's massive. Just make everything inside the countertop is real tall and
Like you become the action figure.
you're a kid.
You're
yeah.
the toy, and the
Yeah.
toys around you are
Yeah.
like, or the artwork around you is real life.
Yeah.
That'd be really fun.
It'd be fun, yeah.
It would also really fit well in a museum, like a science museum. They always do
That'd be cool, yeah.
the topsy-turvy kitchen where it's like slanted or you're an upside down. And now these days, there's even places that are made specifically for people to take pictures and selfies and photo shoots, right?
Oh yeah, for sure, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, I think that would work.
The
well.
illusion places, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And I think Disney even has a Toy Story environment where you're the size of a toy.
Oh, really?
It's kind of what you're talking about, yeah.
In Disneyland?
One of those
World?
Disney places, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if it's like an ongoing thing or if it was just a pop-up that they did, but it's like big dressers and a big bed and yeah.
Nice.
Something like that. It was cool. Yeah.
Cool. How is your personal observation of the world you live in? We're in 2025. We're on the Lionsgate weekend. There's a full moon tonight. It's a quite intense time to be a human being and to be an artist. I don't know if there's a recession or if just everybody is broke. How do you observe the world that you live in?
I don't.
You don't?
No, I don't even know what I'm talking about.
You avoid the world that exists out there?
Just do my own thing.
You just live in your own bubble of happiness?
It's kind of a problem, yeah. Like politics, all that stuff. I'm just doing my thing.
Yeah, no, but
That's
that is a decision too.
Yeah,
you're not supposed to do or see or pay attention to anybody you don't care about. And I don't think anybody should care about politicians or leaders of countries that harm everybody else.
Yeah.
It's a very negative thing to focus on. So if you've taken the conscious decision of like, I'm not going to observe anything at all.
It's a problem. I think I'm just so hyper-focused on the one direction that I'm going that if someone's like, hey, a meteor's on its way, it's like, if it affects me, I'll figure it out. I'm very resourceful. You'll hit me, I'll get knocked down, I'll get back up. I'll figure it out.
A meteor, really?
Well, if that's the case, like, I'll figure it out. I know that things are getting expensive. I see my savings just completely diminishing, and no matter how much I work and whatever, it's like, it's not being replaced. It's just slowly going down.
But you don't seem to, like, you're like being stressed out and panicking or maybe like ignoring the darkness of the world allows you to be yourself without getting depressed or being afraid that you have to like save your nuts. That's what everybody else is doing. And I think that's why if there's a recession right now, I'm not saying people are making less money, but like people are so afraid of like the bad times to come that they're not spending as much as they used to. And that's actually creating the harder times for everybody else because the money's not flowing between us if you're like starting to be, and you don't seem to have that problem. So you're helping with us getting out of recessions and hard times by keeping it flowing.
I'm so frugal. Before I pursued art, I took so many financial courses where I was teaching kids and young people like how to get out of debt, how not to go into debt. So I'm very good at being extremely frugal. People look at me like, oh, you're rich. And it's like, no, I'm very responsible, like unbelievably responsible. So we cut to the bone for living on a budget. We're very, very frugal. So yeah, I mean, things are going crazy, but make sure my household is taken care of first. And then I pursue fun stuff, which is art and all that. So that's why I still work a job because I'm like, I gotta take care of the wifey, gotta take care of mama. So make sure everything's good, and then I can hit hard on the art. But it is very expensive to do art. So we're just taking that chance this year, I think.
Well, you're
really
doing it, and you're doing it more than a lot of people who are saying, like, should I be an artist still? Like, I've been doing it for a decade or two, and if bills are not being met,
maybe they shouldn't do it.
If they're stressed out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's cut out for everyone, to be honest. I'm seeing a lot of people that are artists and they're struggling so hard, and it's like, that's not bringing you joy. Don't do it. Like,
Yeah, but it's also okay to, like, if art makes you happy, keep on doing it.
Yeah.
But it's okay to have a side job
yes,
or some other thing
100%.
that brings you money.
Change your perspective of why you're doing art if you're stressed when you do it, because you're probably doing it for money, and that's why you're stressed. Just make art because you want to make art, and figure out money and art, in my mind, should just not be mixed, because it ruins the art. But if you're able to do the art and the money is part of it, and it's a good flow, boom, you got it figured out. But don't force it to where I have to make money on this, otherwise, there's no point making it. It's like, ew, don't make it then.
Yeah, well, it comes through. Your art's very fun, and I can see you're doing it for the fun, and you're letting go of, the business sides of it. And obviously you want to do good, and you want to get out there, and you are doing good, like it's why I caught on to what you're doing. And
I'm blown away you're here right now.
Oh.
Like, it's crazy that you're interviewing me. Thank you.
It's my pleasure. It's really fun to jump into the creative world of people who are just having fun, because I think that's the world of the future. All of us just doing fun, creating our little pockets of paradise. Will the world of the future be all paradise? Probably not, if it keeps on going in the direction it's going. But we can create our little bubbles and islands, and we can invite people like, hey, come over to my little paradise where I can go into a little cart that spins around. And there's no real purpose to it other than the joy of spinning around, and not even trying to find some kind of logical reason for it other than the feeling. So when you're telling me that your art's not some kind of there's no feeling or spiritual or even logical reason for it, I think it's pure feeling, if anything.
Oh wow, thank you. That's
because what is art? Is art a painting?
That's a great question.
When I do art, I tell people my painting is just a wrapper around what I'm trying to give you, and what I'm trying to give you is the feeling that's invisible, and it's locked into the painting, and you might feed from it. And the painting itself is just a wrapper around. It's a cigarette package, but I'm trying to sell you the actual cigarettes. But the thing I'm selling you or sharing with you, the audience, is an invisible emotion and a vibrational frequency kind of thing. And that's not something I can really even prove that it exists, but it exists to me.
Yeah.
And if the painting attracted you to it, my packaging has been good enough and successful.
That's good, yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
Like
so,
that.
What is art at the end of the day? It's a big discussion, and would you say your art's kind of like conceptual art, like maybe on the lines of Warhol or something like that? Like, how do you observe Warhol, who was doing Brillo boxes and products, and people were like, what the fuck, is this art? And that was the whole question of what he was doing.
Yeah, there's something to Andy's work that I'm so infatuated with. I don't know what it is, but yeah, for you to even bring him up with me in the same conversations, wow, thank you. There's something to advertisement that is so ingrained in us. A lot of my work is advertisement. Almost everything I do is advertisement, if you think about it. But
well, it's graphic design.
Yeah. No, I mean advertisement in the sense of it's like you said, it's the wrapper. You're selling the wrapper.
But let's talk about the example of the Marlboro carton that then you used in your hat. That's your hat, right?
No, it's not. This is made by August 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that red, it's not even an arrow. It's the negative space around an arrow.
Yeah.
And that's powerful in a way. That shape right there. And it's so simple, but there's something to the use of shapes.
Right, yeah.
And I don't know if it's specifically advertising or just a graphic design.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes, yeah.
Like an advertisement, it would be like a whole ad around the product, but the product itself has to have some kind of beauty. Like the face of the Kentucky Fried Chicken man, Colonel Sanders.
You got it, yeah.
That's turned into some graphic logo that's not him anymore. It's a symbol, but it has some kind of beauty. where it's like, look at that cool goatee.
There's
and
something about it.
glasses.
Like,
Yeah.
I can't reach it, whatever. But yeah, there is something about the graphic design advertisement that the Campbell soup, like Andy did the Campbell soup. It's just an advertisement, but there's something I'm like, I love it so much. And I literally have no idea why. But yeah,
I wonder if you could ever get in trouble for doing the art that you do, since you're taking somebody else's art.
that's a big question I get all the time.
Yeah, like I don't know who designed any of these products, but could you get sued
Yeah.
if you sell these things?
Oh, it's trademarked, 100%. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
But it's not like you're selling so much that like you're in the radar of any of these people.
Probably not. Yeah, I'm a complete nobody. So for them to reach out to me, it's like, really? Okay. I'm excited for the day that I get a cease and desist. I'm excited for it because it means that like, hey, I'm getting seen. Like,
Yeah.
And I will stop making whatever that thing is. But I'll probably start making art based around it, and like maybe their cease and desist is going to get blown up and put into a frame, and
Right.
yeah, 100%. I'm actually really looking forward to that day. to
Like
getting shut down.
World Industries skateboard brand. Do you know? Are you familiar with World Industries and Blind?
Yeah,
and,
the little devil guy. Yeah.
Steve Rocco. You ever see the documentary "The Man Who Sold the World"?
No.
You should check it out. It's up on Amazon. I'll tell you later. I got the DVD too, but it's basically 80s skateboards going into 90s. And 90s, basically the skaters said, fuck the corporations that are milking us. We're going to make our own brands. And then it was all about ripping off everything.
Okay.
And then they would get mad cease and desist from like Peanuts and like all the things that were ripping off.
Sick.
And they had like a whole wall of letters from all the people who were
so
asking.
cool. See, that's what I'm into.
That's your goal.
Love it.
Become the Steve Rocco of your world.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, it was so nice to come and talk to you. Is there like some like future projects or things coming your horizon or some words of wisdom for the people watching this show?
Sure. There's so many cool things coming. Like, I cannot wait. There's so many cool things coming.
Nice.
Words of wisdom, just do it. Just do the thing. Just pursue it. And don't worry about the finances or will people like it or the whatever. Just, if that's what you want to do it and do it as best as you can. If you're not going to fully send it, why give a half measure? Give full measure.
Yeah.
Best is your ability.
Great. That's great words of wisdom. Thank you so much, Joel.
Thank you, man.
Ow! So nice to be here.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, and thank you guys for watching our episode of Chris Dyer's Creative Friends. Make sure to smash the like button and comment. What do you think of his art?
And hit the bell for the notification.
Oh my God, the bell button.
Do you not know about the bell?
I don't focus on it too much.
Guys, hit that bell.
Yeah, I've been telling people on my Instagram to go to the following button and put the star favorite thing. So I keep on showing up on their
star it.
Yeah, so if
Make
you do,
this man a star.
give me a star. Give this guy a star. Follow
Hey,
him
I'll
and
take
say,
a
what's your
star.
Instagram?
It's Gwak, so like guacamole, but it's spelled Gwak Productions.
Beautiful. So
Productions.
are you a vegetable or a fruit?
Come on, man. That's personal.
Ah, cool. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah.
And I'll see you next episode.
Love you.
Woo!
Next episode, Carmelo Blandino.
I think that part of the other dimension exists in all of us. At some point, at some time in our age, as we progress or as we age, you will touch on that. It's inevitable, you will touch on it. I have to tell you, I don't think when I paint, I just respond. And so even if I have an idea in my head of what I want the painting to look like, it moves all the time, right? Because usually when that happens, it's the heart that's speaking. So I let the heart paint continuously. Technology has a consciousness. It's able to reprogram itself, except it's doing it in a synthetic way. So how do you ground yourself? Take your toes and your feet and put them deep into the earth. Go hug a tree. It has everything that you need in there. There is beauty in this. We're all made of the same thing. The form changes. So when you start to see that, you start to see it in everybody. You start to see how beautiful it is. It's beautiful. Now, there are people that are dangerous and there are people that are really crappy that will do a lot of harm to other people. Is that beautiful? No. Do they have beauty in them? Yes. Do they know how to use it? Are they using it? No. That's their journey. But I do believe that everybody has that light inside of them.
So please make sure to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Big thanks and see you next episode. Peace.